Live on a Sunday night, it's Margin Doodles with John Mariano.
Hey, everybody. My name's John. This is my friend Corey. This is our podcast. Now, seriously, we had normally we do Are We Wearing Pants on Sunday nights, and the group's a little scattered. And, Christy's upset that we're opening it up tonight. Look, the gang left me in charge, right? We were sitting there and we were all staring at each other, and we asked each other, can we get really quick? There we go. We have a little production here tonight. See, we're not just a podcast. We're an actual YouTube show. And the gang asked, who's the master? And, nobody wanted to answer. So, I stepped up. I said, look at me. I'm the captain now. And here I am. This is my show. Poor Corey got roped into this because I'm not a technical wizard at all. We have it where Corey can engineer. Corey can bring himself up into the show when he wants. Corey, that's your cue if you want to come on up and say hi to the folks.
Hello, folks.
Okay, we can even stand on equal footing, but Corey wants to be smaller. We've discussed this ahead of time.
It's your show. I take no responsibility for the content therein.
Oh, and it's good for my ego, right? Corey can hide behind the scenes. We can get rid of Corey whenever we want. Corey, go away. See, he doesn't listen. And Corey right now is behind the scenes, and he's taking care of business as he needs to. Corey's a professional. I'm going to bring Corey up because he's my friend, and I want to talk to him. And I don't want to sit here by myself doing a show. I saw that we have our good friend Zach Anderson, good Zach, in the chat. We also have Christy McGee in the middle of nowhere. Christy is more than welcome to join the show anytime she wants. Just not tonight because she is alone. Listen, if you want to label Corey a nice man, you can do it on your own show, Christy.
I'm just going to leave this comment up here all night because this is just excellent.
I will label Corey any way I damn well please on my show. See, I will get rid of it, Corey. We are in equal footing, just like I said.
There you go. All right, I'm off to take a nap. You and have a good show.
Okay, great. So, I guess let's talk a little bit about what's going on in the world. We've all been podcasting and talking and chatting since this whole COVID thing started. And that's kind of why I started. Was I was bored. I was sitting in my room. This is my room. This is my bedroom. You guys are welcome in my bedroom anytime I open up a stream. I'm going to bring this man onto the show because I love him. He's a good friend of mine.
Wow, that was quick.
Oh, I'm not waiting. Welcome to the show. Hey, Zach.
What's up?
What's your favorite album?
Favorite album?
Yeah.
I'm 25. I don't listen to albums.
You don't listen. Okay, what's your favorite song? Like, let's say Zach, and you're sitting here in your tank top. You're looking pretty hot, and I'm wondering to myself, when you want to get beefy, and you're getting jacked. What song is Zach listening to?
Wow, I didn't know I'd be getting these brain busters immediately.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay, so in the meantime, there were a bunch of trailers that dropped yesterday for DC. We're not talking about them at all because we don't talk about marketing on this show.
I think I watched one of them, so I'm fine with that.
Oh, that's fine. Which one?
I think I caught like a minute of the Batman one.
Oh, I honestly don't care. I haven't watched Batman since George Clooney quit. So what are you doing on Sunday night watching me when there's like 1,000 other things you could be doing?
Oh, come on, John. Don't hate yourself that much.
I don't hate myself at all.
Ever since you started, this has become a Sunday night tradition.
My daughters are downstairs right now. I'm torturing them. They're watching Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Oh, dear God. Do you hate your kids?
No, they've been begging to watch it. They watched Green Lantern earlier today.
Oh, God. What is wrong with your kids?
Wait, they're my kids. Have you not we not interacted before?
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
So Zach, you're a huge supporter on Patreon of people that I like. Why do you support people on Patreon?
Because I enjoy interacting with them and I support what they do.
So who do you support on Patreon? I'll put you on the spot now.
Currently,
you don't have to say who you don't support. Just who do you support?
Oh, well, right now I only do Ken Knapsack fantastic human being. Mark Riley, another fantastic human being, and then 3 more fantastic people, the Wangers.
So those are all fantastic people, and all people very worthy and deserving of support. I am on all 3 Patreons as well. I think that the Wangers, or Amateur Hour Films, as they're also known, do some incredible scripted content that there's not enough of right now. Ken, who you talked about, Mr. Knapsack, is probably the inspiration for me hopping on the air because he makes it look so easy. And I'm sitting here right now reading how Christy wants you to save up for your wedding and doesn't want you to patronize anybody. Christy, we're not in the business of telling people how to spend their money.
Yeah, Christy, don't tell me what to do.
Right?
Not my mom.
Zach's getting married. He's going to have plenty of time for somebody telling him what to do. He doesn't need you doing it also. So Zach, you're getting married. Do you know what you're getting yourself into?
I have an idea.
Yeah?
I have an idea.
Don't tell me what you said. I can read what you said. I'm reading what you said. If you want to hop on the show and be part of the show, hop on the show. It's not that hard. Zach did it. Zach's not even like very technologically savvy, and he's here.
I'm on my phone at the moment, which is actually the downside of being on my phone because I can't see the chat as it pops up.
It doesn't matter. I'm just letting you know. Christy's letting you know what she said and what she didn't say, and you need to save up for your wedding. I'm reading it verbatim for you, and it's this kind of garbage that you signed up for, right? Is Christy telling you what to do?
Apparently.
So back to the people we love, and not that we don't love Christy. We do. I know how that transition sounded, Christy. Please don't come at me. Please don't cancel your patronizer just yet. Jeff needs money.
She's one of the best.
She's one of the best. See, it's all about the emphasis, Zach. So.
Oh crap!
Have you watched? Oh no, are you in trouble?
One of our friends is leaving. I have to go say goodbye.
Okay, you go say goodbye. Come on back when you're ready. Should we hide them? I think we should hide them. I'm back. Okay. Well, that was Zach. He's a friend of the show. Christy, I know what you say and what you don't say. I follow it. But I was talking about Amateur Hour Films, and we did a watch along a couple of weeks back, and I support the hell out of the Wangers. Cody, Christian, Brian, occasionally RB3 joins them. Occasionally Alex Marzonia helps them out. They are some of the kindest, most awesome human beings on the planet, and you should go check out that Patreon. In the meantime, he also brought up Ken Knapsack, and Ken is a big reason why Corey and myself, I don't want to speak for the rest of the guys, but I know we're all inspired by Ken. And he's part of the reason why I wanted to go live tonight. You know, everybody in that space, everybody in our community, whatever that community might be, people in my neighborhood are going through a rough time right now. Some of us are trying to put on bright faces and cheer people up. And I was hoping we could do that a little bit tonight. I miss Corey. I'm going to bring him back up because he's my friend. Oh, and Zach's back already. Zach, you said goodbye already?
Yeah, it wasn't that. It didn't take that long.
So was that like an Irish goodbye? Like you just kind of ducked in, ducked out?
That is my usual preferred method of goodbye, but it was more of a, oh, you're leaving. Okay, see you next time, which is probably going to be next weekend because her friend basically lives here on the weekends.
I really feel like the prolonged goodbye is the best goodbye. Like you make it awkward till somebody wants to leave.
That's the thing with living in the Midwest is our usual goodbye is, okay, well, I should probably get going, followed by another half hour of conversation before being, yeah, I really should probably get going, followed by another half hour of conversation.
So where you make the mistake is the half hour of conversation. No, I don't want him smaller than me, Corey. Damn it. Corey, you're smaller than me. Zach's the same size, if not bigger than me, right? We can make this the Zach show for all I mean.
Listen, John, Corey is not Petey. You can't treat him like this.
I can treat Corey any way I damn well please. He just took me off of my own show. See, it was like the Zach show for like a minute. And Chrissy saying things like, John, that's so mean. I have no idea what that means, Christy.
I have no idea what that's in context to.
So many things I say are so mean, and like, you want me to narrow it down to just the one thing? That's not going to happen. Not on this show, not on any show. So I was just paying Ken Knapsack some compliments before you did it. We need. Christy wants justice for Petey. Christy's just going to keep spamming our show because we have 1.5 listeners. I say 1.5 because Zach, you're part of the show tonight, so I'm not even counting you as a listener, right? Oh no, Zach's got more going on. I think he might have a doggy going on over there. Oh, what's under the bed? Oh, please tell me it's iguana. Is it an iguana?
No, it is currently my dog, and I'm pretty sure he's either stuck or is just wanting attention.
Well, save your dog. What are you doing talking to me?
I'm working on it, okay? There we go. We're good.
Corey, we're having some technical difficulties here. Zach's poor dog. Zach, what's your dog's name?
That's Baxter.
Baxter was stuck under the bed, and Zach was prioritizing talking to me on my garbage show versus saving his poor puppy.
I got him. He's okay.
Your puppy is fine, John.
Okay. Well, I got nervous.
Back on the rails. This is really starting to suck. Like Zach can't save the whole night. You got to like step it up a little.
I have to step it up.
I'm not that good of a stand-up comedian to be able to save this whole show.
Well, listen. Let's talk about your stand-up a little bit. When's the last? I know with COVID. Before COVID, when was the last time you did a set?
Back in mid-March, basically right before everything shut down.
Okay, so you're not a slacker, right? Like you were working.
Sure.
No, go with this, right? Nobody knows because COVID's been going on so long. You were an active and working stand-up comedian, and COVID happened. And when it comes back, you're expecting a lot of people to call you and get you up on the stage.
Yes.
Does that track?
Let's go with that one. I like the way you put that.
See, this is how we're gonna make this happen, Zach. Right? Like, we know you're funny. I'm not putting you on the spot. I'm not gonna make you tell me a joke because this isn't a jokey kind of show. We do serious stuff. I was just talking about how we've been locked down during COVID and life is depressing. So we're not doing jokes here.
No, this is a very serious show.
Very serious, very deep. Corey's messing with the camera because Corey's bored. Oh, Corey, stop that. So Corey's actually watching SummerSlam right now. So he's like half producing the show and half telling me, giving me updates on who's winning. Corey, who won the last match?
Oscar.
I don't care.
And then now we have Randy Orton taking on Drew McIntyre for the title.
I don't care about Cowboy Bob Orton. Okay, so
I'm back.
Jesus, how do I get rid of you? Just like that.
I'm like chlamydia, motherfucker. I don't go away.
So
it's the most train wreck show I've ever been a part of, and I love it.
Did you not expect this was going to be the way when they left me in charge?
Exactly what I expected, and it's even better than I expected.
You know, I was sitting there. I ran it by the guys today. I'm like, I think I want to go live. And they're like, what are you going to do? I'm like, I don't know, right? And they're like, do you think that's a good idea? I'm like, no. I'm like, but we need to entertain people. So let's do that. There's no justice for Corey on my show. Corey, stop highlighting Christy's stuff. Jesus. Yes, we know we have a fan. Stop it, Corey.
Look, John, I think me and Christy are at least hoping that this is the show where you finally reveal where you're keeping Thomas locked up.
So we can talk about that a little bit. So, in all seriousness, Thomas might be taking a little bit of a respite from everything. You know, like I said, the COVID stuff and everything. There's some serious stuff going on in the world, and you know, whether he needs a breather, however long he wants to take a break, he's more than welcome to. Part of the reason why I went live tonight was, you know, we're all a little scattered and we didn't know what we were going to do. I told the guys, whoever wants to join is welcome to join. Even Corey, who offered to help with this train wreck. So I don't know when or if we're going to see Thomas in the near future. I know we will see Thomas again. He signed up for it. We all love Thomas Christie, even me.
That is true. That is true. Thomas is one of the best.
Corey, stop flashing that. You're spamming everybody.
That's not me, dickhead. That's you.
Oh, I didn't know if that's what happened when I pressed the button.
No, I did have a question for Corey though. Is he going to feel a little outnumbered with being the only Canadian now?
You know what? I'm fine. Jeff is an honorary Canadian, so I still have a little bit of brethren, and Mark is a nice American. So really, it's the three of us against John. You notice the other two aren't here, right? I got stuck being here. I drew the short straw. So as long as we outnumber John, I'm fine. Also, John is a flasher.
Should we make it that kind of show? Should I go full Dagnino?
You're going to get pulled off of YouTube, John. You're going to get pulled off of YouTube.
Oh, I have the biggest tits you've ever seen. You have no idea. So
I'm just going to leave that alone. Just going to leave it alone.
No, I'm perfectly happy letting this be the John, Zach, and Corey half hour. I threatened Thomas with 6 hours of content. I don't have that in me. I want to, at some point tonight, after my kids go to bed, watch Lovecraft Country. Have you seen that?
I have not.
Okay.
I haven't watched much of anything, honestly, which is kind of amazing.
Well, what do you do with your day that you're not watching a thing? How do you get by with that?
I work all day. I'm a delivery driver for Pepsi.
Are you?
I'm driving a truck all day, which is how I get time for all my podcasts.
Oh, so that explains a lot. So on a given day, how many stops do you have, and like how long would you say you're in the truck?
So to kind of add a little bit more context, I fill vending machines with soda. So I usually do about 20-ish machines in a day.
Okay.
So,
yeah, my one of my friends down the street from where I grew up, his father did vending machines and did, back in the day, video game like cabinets, and would empty the quarters out of the cabinets. And what was great was when he had to fix one, it'd end up in the backyard, and we would just play the shit out of it. Like we would just open it up and just hit the quarter thing to fill up all the lives and just play for hours. But they were always like the shittiest games. It was like the knockoff versions of like the good video games.
Oh, I had a neighbor back in the day who had an old slot machine in their basement. So we would just sit down there and throw the little, casino tokens in it.
So, yeah, I was about 15 or so, and he had one of those strip poker games, like video strip poker, and we were just sitting there. And it was like a little cartoon anime, like naked lady would show up if you got all the cards, and we just play that for hours because it's like, oh, naked lady at 15. My life was sad, right? I'm from the generation of scrambled porn. Like now you can Google porn. Back in the day, there was a special type of remote control that was like a box, and you would hit the two switches on the end. And if you hit them just right, you'd get scrambled porn and be like, I don't know if that's an elbow, a nipple. I could kind of hear what they're saying and then try to make out what these wavy lines are.
Yeah, I was lucky into which I came into my manhood when there was already, the porn hubs and such.
Well, you say you're lucky. I say that we're part of an innovative generation that had to learn how to hold down two buttons at the same time to barely see and hear porn.
That is a good point. You had to get creative with it.
So I want to bring up this. We have a comment in the chat. It's from a first-time listener, Christy McGee. She says, "I watch nothing but this." And I'm not sure if by "but this" she means scrambled porn or this show. Either way, it's kind of the same thing.
I was gonna say, why not both?
Yeah. This is the sad state of affairs. Oh, I have company. They're coming into the live show right now. Yeah, what's up?
The movie's done.
Okay. Your bedtime. You have 40 minutes.
Okay.
Go watch TV. I said goodnight before. I'll see you in the morning.
Sorry.
Okay. See, This is the show.
This is what being a dad is like.
Why not put Frasier on my channel? How dare you, sir?
Corey. Oh, Corey.
Corey.
Just trolling you
Corey.
at every end.
Corey, I'm the captain now. This is what I want to do to Corey. I don't know if Zach can see any of this, but I loaded this up with GIFs, and I have a GIF here of Reverend Jim from Taxi, and Judd Hirsch shoves a bagel in his mouth. And that's all I want to do.
I'm seeing that right now. Yes.
See?
See, my question was that last GIF of you being the captain. Which captain were you in that GIF?
Oh, in this GIF?
Oh yeah, which captain? That's a lot of captains to choose from.
I'm probably Captain Crunch. Let's be real, right? Like that's a food related one. Christy, you with your Frasier, you're gonna make me drink. You make me drink hard. And you know what? This is what I think of your Frasier, is that this is the show I'd rather watch. Zach, what do you think? Are we watching this show instead, Frasier, or this?
I have no idea what that is.
Oh yeah, well, this is Michael Knight from Knight Rider, which was David Hasselhoff.
Okay. I thought that looked like ass.
This is Gary Coleman from Different Strokes, and Kit tricked out with some hops here. I don't know anything about cars.
Christy is agreeing that you are Captain Crunch.
Yeah, no, that's the obvious choice here. So you also support. No, we're not doing justice for Corey. God damn it! No, it's not Corey's show. If Corey, listen, go listen to Power of Positive Geeking, and you can hear and support Corey in all the positive geeking ways. We don't geek out on stuff on this show. Okay, we don't talk about positively either. Here, you want my summary of what happened with DC yesterday, Zach?
Sure.
DC ran a commercial for like 6 hours and convinced people to tune in for it.
For movies that may never actually come out.
The most accurate thing that came out yesterday was the tag at the end of the Batman trailer is $0?1, right? Because we don't know when the fuck it's coming out.
Exactly.
Okay. I mean, things look terrific. I don't want to sound like I'm shitting on it. I am excited for the people who are excited for stuff that might be coming out soon sometime. I am so excited for that. Oh, here comes the Batman trailer.
Oh,
thanks a lot, Corey. No, we are not talking about this here. This is what leads to people trolling us. They're going to start Snyder cutting me. I don't want to get cut like that. It's not even fair. Should we review this right now, Zach? Look, we didn't have the sound. Look,
half of this stuff, I don't even know what I'm looking at.
So what you're looking at is at the beginning of this trailer, there's a man who has duct tape who duct tapes another man's face and writes something on it.
So me and my brother when we were kids.
Right. So like you and your brother are hanging out, and then Commissioner Gordon and Batman think that they need to investigate you because you duct tape your brother's face.
Exactly.
Right. He buys like a dollar store card that you have to fill in. It's not even like a good Hallmark card, right? And writes a riddle on it. And he's like, "Hey, what has 2 legs and doesn't give a shit?" Right? And the answer is the Riddler.
Guy.
Right. Then Cedric Diggory from Harry Potter puts on some eye makeup, right? Like he looks like he's in The Cure. And then a car crashes, and somebody has a bomb strapped to their chest or something. Catwoman shows up.
Also, another very cheap-looking card.
Yeah, and then the
better cards, Riddler.
So one of the best things going here is Colin Farrell in a fat suit as the Penguin. Right, Colin Farrell's wearing like buck teeth, and there's duct tape man. There's all kinds of stuff, and then these guys are dressed up like the Joker.
I was gonna say, is Joker getting shoved into this thing too? Is Joaquin Phoenix showing up?
Look, Batman does some great detective work here by beating the shit out of somebody.
Such great detective work.
Yeah, this one's about Batman's detective skills. Here, watch him beat the shit out of this guy. Right, but here comes the best part. This is the money shot right here that I'm talking about. Right, you see it all come in really artfully, like the Batman.
Yeah,
and then we see him take his cowl off. And when's it coming out? When is it coming out? That's all I care about. That's all I want to know. Even in this Nightwing shot, he's not Nightwing.
I did not think that Robert Pattinson could look any more depressed than what he looked like in the Twilight movies, but I have been proven wrong. Is Christy drunk?
I have two legs. Yes.
I should be concerned about Christy.
I mean, there was talk about Christy amputating her legs to put on robot legs because she won the poll. The whole like who wants to be Christy's best friend. She won the poll because she won Jeff, and Jeff loves robot legs.
Ah, okay.
Right. Jeff has a weird robot fetish. I don't know if you know about this.
I've heard of it.
How does it make you feel? It makes me feel a little uncomfortable.
Jeff is a independent human being that can make his own decisions. I respect his choices.
Yeah, I'm a little bit closer with Jeff, so I will speak for you. My problem with Jeff is I own a toaster oven, which is kind of like a robot.
Yes.
And in my morning, I put my toast in my toaster oven. And I don't want to put my toast where Jeff might have been because it's kind of like a robot. Right? Like, do you understand what my concerns are here?
I understand. You don't want, the spawn of Jeff and your toaster oven touching your toast.
I am not shaming Jeff. I'm saying I'm concerned for my breakfast, Christy. Christy's accusing me of shaming Jeff, her boyfriend friend. Boyfriend friend? I don't know what BFF stands for. I don't know the code words these kids are using nowadays. So
I will say, back to the whole Batman type thing, I found it hilarious, and I didn't know where to share this, but I was on my phone the other day, and I saw an advertisement for New Mutants, that movie was supposed to come out, 5 years ago. Guess where that ad was?
On like a Radio Shack ad?
Oh no, it was like a social media app.
Oh yeah, where?
It was on TikTok of all places.
Oh, I was a little worried you were gonna say Quibi. I was like, what the hell are you doing on Quibi?
No, I'm honestly concerned as to why I'm on TikTok, but that's a whole nother thing.
I'm assuming it's for the premarital porn.
Sure, let's go with that.
That's why I would be on it right now. I don't know if there's porn on TikTok, but it would seem like if there was a home for premarital porn, that it would be TikTok.
It's the softest core porn you can find that is still acceptable by your significant other.
Christy is claiming that Jeff is more important than my toast. So
that is not true. Nothing is more important than breakfast.
Right. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And there's no way, like Jeff could be more important than some meals, but not all meals.
Especially not breakfast.
Well, because of breakfast is the most important, he has to at least be below breakfast. He's probably, honestly, below brunch. Yeah. What's Popig? Do you know what Popig is?
I don't know.
Corey, what's Popig?
Popig is the power of positive geeking.
I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Every Thursday on the Feeding the Monster podcast feed.
I probably should have put that together. Corey, it is a fantastic podcast. I love it.
So
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
So just to give you a little behind the scenes, Zach, because you're on the show and now you're part of Feeding the Monster. Corey and I recorded a Power of Positive Geeking today.
Okay. Which one was it on this time?
So it's going to air in 2 weeks, and we discussed Draft Day, which is a Kevin Costner movie.
That is one of those that I missed, but always wanted to get back to.
Do you like sports?
Oh, yeah.
It's a loaded question. I know, because we're going to talk Brewers in a minute.
Oh, yeah, please, can we not?
No, we will. We will. It's my show, and I know you don't want to talk about it, so we will. We're not talking about the Suicide Squad. Okay.
Yes, we get it. The entire trailer is better than the whole movie. We don't need to talk about it.
Actually, I got news for you. I have a feeling this one's going to be really good. James Gunn did this one, so it's going to be like Guardians of the Galaxy on acid.
No, I was talking about this trailer is better than the whole of the original Suicide Squad movie.
Oh, that's fair. But so was the trailer for the last Suicide Squad.
That is also true.
Right? Remember they had like Queen. Like anytime you put Queen in a trailer, I care more.
Back before Bohemian Rhapsody, and everybody thought it was, who actually liked Queen, suddenly hated it.
Well, no, but I mean that happened in the 90s too. We had this movie called Wayne's World. No, he's not smaller than me. God damn it, Corey. See, this is what Corey promised me he wasn't going to do. He said he wasn't going to interfere. And here's Corey, and he's interfering in our show. He's messing with our conversation. We had a vibe going.
You're talking about Bohemian Rhapsody. This is the trailer for Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, you know
what?
Which
I actually really liked. It may have been a little watered down, but I enjoyed it.
So wait, you like Bohemian Rhapsody? Stop covering up Zach with Christy.
What? She had a good point. She had a great point. The people need to know.
What, the Corey's great?
Fucking right.
Yeah, you're
Everybody already knew that, Corey.
Oh, sorry.
Here's my question though, because Zach liked Bohemian Rhapsody. Did you also see Rocket Man?
No, that's another one of those that I needed to get back to.
Okay, so you gotta do me a favor because you really enjoyed Bohemian Rhapsody. I enjoyed Bohemian Rhapsody. I actually enjoyed Rocket Man more.
Okay.
Right, and it's not because I enjoy Elton John more than Queen. I enjoy them both about the same. The Elton John story takes a bit of a turn where it's like a musical. I don't need to see this whole trailer. I don't care. But it's fun because it's kind of like a musical. I don't like musicals. When people start singing, I get confused. My kids sing to me all the time. Like my daughter came in here before. I was worried she was going to start singing, and I worry about that because it confuses me. How do you feel in a musical when people start singing?
I don't mind musicals. I find them slightly entertaining, but it is odd when you think about it in like, an immersion factor when they just randomly start singing.
Yeah. Like if we were sitting here right now, I'm like, I have to go and take a shit. Like that would bother you, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what Corey's throwing up. I don't want to see it.
I was gonna say, what is he even throwing up anymore?
Given away with our reasonably priced organs that were over 2,000.
No, we're gonna get pulled off the internet with this shit, man. What's the matter with you? Go back and watch SummerSlam. Who's fighting right now?
I'm watching SCTV. This is Tex and Edna Boyle's Organ Emporium.
Oh, yeah, no, we don't need to see SCTV. I'm a big fan of it. Lots of good Canadians came out of it, but I don't need to see that right now. Poor Zach doesn't need to be subjected to this shit. He wants to watch our shit.
I'm just having a fine conversation with John right now, okay?
Like Zach knew exactly what he was in for by sliding in here. I tweet this out, and I'm so happy everybody responded.
Drew McIntyre just beat Randy Orton.
Yeah, who are those people?
I don't know, but that's who won. I'm doing my job.
Okay. Yeah, I did ask Corey before the show for updates for the show I don't care about. So where were we? Vending machines.
That was a while ago, but sure.
No, but I feel like we got sidetracked, so I'm bringing the show back there.
This has been the entire show of sidetracks.
What did you expect? I learned how to podcast from listening to Josh McCouga derail the afternoons. He's a hero of mine. Ken Knapsack sits there and he very specifically has a subject and a thing he wants to talk about, and pretty much the job is for Josh to talk about the Milwaukee Brewers, who are a vaunted franchise of Robin Yount fame.
Yep.
So can you explain to me how Yelich right now is batting like 220 or 200 or whatever, and it's probably going to be his season-long batting average, because it's okay to have a slump for 2 months, but when the season's 2 months, it's problematic.
It's a tough thing. Brewers just in general are having a rough go at it. We just got swept by the Pirates this weekend. It's pretty depressing, honestly.
Well, I mean, you do have this kid, this Corbin Burns, right?
One of my favorite guys.
See, I can talk sports with you all day. I really think he's part of your future, man.
We've got so many young guys that can slot into our rotation for a long time if they can just make that next step. I mean, our ace right now, Brandon Woodruff, is honestly just a couple of steps away from being an ace for any team out there. And the fact that we've got him for at least another 3 or 4 years. Adrian Hauser right behind him is one of the most underrated guys out there right now. The guys, and then you've got Burns in there who, like I said, they've got one more big step to take before they're all, just certified studs.
Okay, here's what I need to know. I got some of these names down. I got Hauser, Woodruff, Burns. When do they become free agents?
I was just listening to a podcast where they gave these numbers, but now I can't remember. I want to say Woodruff is, 2025 free agency. And then I think that's the same for Burns. And then I want to say Hauser is 24.
Okay. So you could probably subtract a year or so from each because the Brewers will want to move them before they're tenured and everything, and they hit free agency. They want to get maximum value. This is a shopping list for the Yankees I'm making right now.
See, I figured that was where you were going with this.
Yeah, it came up in the conversation earlier today, and what I'm thinking and what I feel is, as a Yankee fan, I don't care that I don't want every player, right? Like, it's just ridiculous to say we can have every player, but I like knowing we can have every player.
That's one of the perks of being, one of the richest teams in the game.
You say richest, I say wealthiest, right?
Potato, but
I even enjoy the Miami Marlins have some of my favorite players running the team.
I was gonna say a lot of their players are former Brewers.
Right. Well, because of Yelich, right?
Basically this offseason, two of the ones that I can name off the top of my head that were literally Brewers within the last 2 years: Jesus Aguilar and Jonathan VR.
Yeah, and VR, I think, is one of the more underrated leadoff hitters in the game.
He's getting a little old, but I think you're right.
Well, I mean, he's getting pretty old or older, but the reality is we don't talk about him with the reverence that we talk about some other players. I think part of that's because he's been a Brewer, and it doesn't get the press of any of the coasts, like the East Coast or West Coast teams, right? Oh, yeah. But as I'm a fantasy baseball player, I used to have a Twitter profile with my belt. I won one year, and I thought so much of myself, as I do here too, that I'm like, I needed a belt, so I made a fantasy baseball belt that I wore around the house all day. And it wasn't one of these like it holds my pants up. It was like a championship like belt, and it always.
What the hell is this?
Corey, poor Corey's been drinking a little bit tonight. I don't know what he's been drinking. Absinthe, probably.
That's a cat photoshopped onto a giraffe.
We can see that, Corey.
Okay.
Why are we looking at it?
Because you were getting boring. You said whenever John gets boring to try and derail the show somehow. So I found a cat photoshopped onto a giraffe.
I have no memory of this. Thanks for coming, Corey. So Corey doesn't want us to talk baseball because Corey's a football and a hockey fan. So let me ask you, why is hockey a sport? Because there's too many places where ice can't get made.
I'm not a big hockey guy myself, but I can understand the appeal of it. Fact that it's legal to start fights with guys on the ice, and I don't know.
I mean,
that's
it's
about
legal.
all I know about hockey.
It's legal for a guy to charge the mound and get pummeled by Nolan Ryan, too.
very true.
Right? We've seen that clip a bunch of times, and that's far more entertaining because it's a guy calling another guy out and then getting just his ass whooped.
And then you got guys like Joe Kelly who, starts throwing pitches at cheaters and gets suspended for it.
So where do you stand on it? Not just the whole Joe Kelly thing, but the Astros, my Yankees. We know some of the teams that cheated, and I'm throwing my team under the bus too here.
Yeah,
where do you stand as I'm going to assume because you're a Brewers fan, you're a pure fan of the sport. You're a purist, right?
Not necessarily. I mean, I gotta usually tell people when I, kind of talk about baseball is, I only became a fan basically at the end of this 2018 season because I got on, rode a hot wave with Brewers, winning the division and everything. So my knowledge doesn't go as far back. So if there's like little things that, maybe traditionalists aren't okay with, I just kind of look at as like the Tatis thing, like with hitting the grand slam on 3-0. To me, it's like you have opportunity to score points, you score points.
We don't score points in baseball, though. I mean, well, welcome to John Teaches Zach Baseball now because you're a new fan.
Oh, here we go.
So we score runs.
Oh, so baseball. Sorry. So sorry.
We don't have an earned points average. It's not like an EPA, right?
So sorry, I used the wrong word.
See, Christy's excited because we're talking baseball. She knows I'm going to end this up on Don Mattingly somehow. So who's your favorite Florida Marlin? Mine is Don Mattingly.
Mine is currently, Christian Yelich.
I mean, that's very fair. All-star, probably second or third best player in the game.
When he's not stinking it up right like this year, but
I don't mean that as a slight at all. Like Mike Trout is definitively the best player in the game.
Oh, 100%. I mean, just look at him this year. Dude comes back from having a baby and immediately starts going on a home run tear.
I like how in your world, Mike Trout took a break, squeezed the baby out of his penis, and then came back from the labor pains of that. Somehow it didn't split his dick in half, and now he's hitting the home runs again.
You know what I mean?
No. Listen, this is my show.
I understand it was his wife that had the baby, but
that's not what you said, and now that is what we call canon on this show, right?
But no, when it comes to Yelich, it's to me not if you throw this season out, the last 2 years he's been the best player in the NL at least. I still think it's bullshit that Bellinger won the MVP last year. There's no way with how he tapered off at the end of last year that he should have gotten it.
So I have an argument here against you, Zach. Your argument defies logic in that more people live in LA than live in Minnesota or Milwaukee, I should say. What the? I only said Minnesota because I don't know now I know what I'm looking at. It's Wolf Cop. It's Wolf Cop. And we're going to keep this on for a minute. We're going to keep this on for a minute. We're going to bring Corey onto the show. Corey Wolf Cop, because he was getting bored with baseball talk and Brewer talk. So here we have a transition of Wolf Cop, and we have to see the wolf dick, and this is fabulous. Lowell Dean, right now, if you're listening, we adore your movie. I can watch it 24/7.
We are definitely getting yanked off YouTube.
Oh, we are not, because I'm going to pull it off now, and I will beg Lowell on Twitter to not take down my show, because everybody go out and hashtag, and by everybody I mean Christy and your 9 burner accounts. Go out and tweet out Wolf Cop 3 forever. We need that movie in our lives. Zach needs to see it. My hope is in Wolf Cop 3 he goes to a Brewers game.
That would be pretty fantastic.
So let's get back to Yelich getting robbed. No,
Yes.
Stop with the clips, man. Let's talk about Yelich getting robbed. No, oh Jesus, not that guy. No. No,
Oh,
I'm muting
no.
it because they used Hallelujah here. How does this look to you, Zach?
What is this?
This is Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Oh God, not this garbage.
See, Zach doesn't care. Zach doesn't care. I don't care.
Cool, you
So-
guys got the the whining fans on Twitter got what they wanted. Awesome.
Wow. So you can add, and I'll give the wrong Twitter account because I don't want Zach to get spammed either. So you can at the movie trivia face off right now.
Yes.
Any of your Zack Snyder problems.
Yes,
so-
that is
so-
my Twitter account. You can go and spam it all you want.
So let's spill a little tea. Last year, most of the guys here and myself were part of these fan leagues for the Schmodown. We quit because people are overly competitive about the hobby of a hobby.
Yeah.
So as I move on from that, Christian Yelich is not going to win MVP while he's with Milwaukee because there are less people in Milwaukee than there are in the rest of the country.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that's wrong, but it doesn't make it fair.
No, it doesn't make it fair. It doesn't make it right. You and I agree he deserves the MVP, right?
Yeah.
Like he deserved it hands down.
He
I-
deserved it at 18, which he got it, but then he also deserved to be back to back. In my
So
opinion.
he was my first round pick last year in my fantasy baseball league and almost carried me to a championship on his own.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
he basically carried. Like, don't get me wrong, we had a pretty good team last year with a lot of guys that helped out, but Yelich carried the team pretty much all year. And then once he went down in September, a lot of other guys pulled together to pick up the slack so we could make the playoffs last year. But Yelich carried the team last year.
Oh, he did, and I only had one question about his season. Right, I think his season was a near perfect baseball season from a fantasy perspective and from a reality perspective. But there was one big question about his game I had.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping as a Brewers fan, you can answer it. Is it Yelich or Yelich?
It is Yelich.
Ah.
It is
I've been calling him
CH.
I've been calling him Yelich this entire time.
I heard you say it, and I was like, okay, maybe it was just a slip up. And then you kept saying, I was like, I should probably correct him at some point.
Oh, you can absolutely correct me. If this is my show, there's nothing I say that is right.
Yeah, it is. It is a CH sound.
Yeah. Okay. So it's Yelich.
No, Yelich.
You said it's a CH sound.
Yes, that is the ch sound.
It's.
That's how I speak English, at least.
Are you saying that I speak English wrong?
I mean, you are from New York.
I mean, there is literally a sign when you get to Brooklyn that says "forget about it" and it's spelled out as a Brooklynite would say it.
All right, folks, that's all the time we have for
Corey, we're not done yet, man.
like and subscribe.
See, Corey is trying to play us off right now, but it's not that time yet. I have 10 more minutes, he said. Here, look, join the StreamYard, the patronizer. Always correct John. How do I fix this, Corey? Now I'm way too big.
There you go. See, we can all figure out technology if we try hard enough.
So see, Christy has a CH and she's Christy McGee, like Yelich. It's Tristy McGee.
Spell your name right, Christy.
No, it's Tristy McGee. That's how it's spelled out.
Yeah.
According to you, that's how I'm supposed to say her name.
Yeah, Tristy McGee.
So Corey, is it Tristy or Christy?
In this instance, it's Christie.
So is it Yelich?
Oh, correct.
Is it Yelich or Yelich?
It's Yelich.
So you like baseball?
I don't mind baseball.
You don't mind it or you like it?
I don't mind it.
Who's your favorite team?
By default, the Blue Jays.
I don't fucking care. Blue Jays. He comes in here with the Blue Jays and Danny Tartable. Wait.
Blue Jays aren't bad this year. Once they actually found a place to play.
Yeah.
They have the second best Vladimir Guerrero on their team.
That's true.
That is true.
Right? Like there were two Vladimir Guerreros, and they have the second best one.
Well, because the first best one isn't playing baseball anymore. He's 60.
I watched him play a minor league baseball game like 20 minutes from my house.
But yesterday, or
No, like 3 years ago. Like he was well out of Major League Baseball already. So I haven't noticed here. Jeff might not make it out right now. He would try to hop on if he can. But Corey's trying to play us off desperately.
Probably not the worst idea because I am probably gonna have to get going just because my fiance wants some kind of attention before we go to bed.
We'll get You give her some attention. You be nice to her. You buy her awesome stuff.
I will.
You stop spending money on our Patreon. Wait, Chrissy wants to know: would you let Christy get eaten by a shark?
I would never let Christy get eaten by a shark.
Why not?
Well, I don't know. I changed my mind. I probably would.
Let me. Oh, Jesus showed up. So it's God's favorite game. I agree.
Are you saying we have more than one other viewer at the moment?
Yeah. I'm saying Jesus just showed up, and he's professing that his dad loves baseball, which is true. His dad is a fan of baseball and the Yankees. We know this, right? How else? There was a kid in the 90s. His name was Jeffrey Mayer.
I don't know if God is able to like a team with the nickname the Evil Empire.
No, I don't think you understand. So there was a ball that was hit by Derek Jeter into the outfield, and Jeffrey Mayer was like a little kid. He was like 12 years old and reached over the fence and caught the ball, and it counted as a home run, even though it never cleared the fence, and you could clearly see where the mitt was, and the umpire claimed he didn't see it. That's an act of God. God's a Yankee fan.
Okay, John.
Look,
I will concede that point to you, even because I have nothing to, go off of besides what you just said.
See, and Christy says God can do whatever he wants. Although if it was really God she was talking about, the H would be capitalized. I went to Catholic school. I know these things.
Yes.
So you go take time and you take care of your fiance. Please, if your dog gets trapped under the bed again, save your dog. Don't worry about the podcast you're listening to. Right?
Yes.
These are the important things in life. And when you get a chance, check out Lovecraft Country. It's a fantastic new show.
I will check it out when I have time to check anything out.
Well, in between vending machine fills, right? Like
yes,
like Quibi it, right? Like you do your TikTok, you hit the Quibi.
Is that what it's on?
I don't know. It's on HBO, but I figure like you can watch it like 5 minutes at a time.
I'm sure I'll figure it out.
Good luck, man.
I'm a young one. I can figure out technology.
I am your fan. Is there anything you would like to plug? Any upcoming dates for weddings that or registries you'd like to plug?
Sure. If you all want to send me money as wedding gifts, you can find me on Ken Knapsack's Discord page.
Yeah. So here's what you do, everybody. Well, anybody listening, Jesus, you probably have some spare change lying around. Can you hit Zach up and just give him some money for his wedding? Don't call me pedantic. I don't even know what that means. I have to go look that up after the show. Zach, thank you for joining.
Jesus, tell your dad to start dropping some money our way because could really use it.
That's what we call a prayer, Jesus. It's a prayer for money.
That is what I was going for. And I'm glad you picked up what I was going for.
Oh, absolutely. This is why, Zach, anytime I'm on, if they ever let me on again, Jesus says that money's coming your way.
Jesus says money's coming our way, babe.
I wouldn't believe him.
Truck.
I've seen this Jesus before. I don't think this is the real Jesus. I think this is I don't think the real Jesus will watch the show. So you guys have a great night. Thank you for hanging out and being my friend.
It was
like
a fun
friends.
time. Let's do it again soon.
Awesome. I'm going to say goodbye to Zach, and I'm going to bring Corey back for a minute, and then we're going to probably end the show. All right, Zach, thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Corey.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't Zach great? Zach's fantastic.
Zach's the best part of the show.
By far.
Yeah, and we have fans. Jesus started chiming in. Chrissy's been chiming in. She donated an emoji of money. That was lovely of her.
I think that means she's actually going to send Zach money. That emoji I think is $1,000. So a very nice donation from Christy to Zach's wedding.
So did I hit everything right, Corey? Am I renewed for another week, or is this it?
I don't think so. I don't think we have to do this ever again. I'm not sure what we accomplished. We heard some baseball talk. You yelled at me and were quite mean for a good portion of it. So yeah, I don't know. How do you think it went?
Oh, I don't pay attention to the show.
Yeah, I know.
Like
you don't give a shit. You told me that right before we went on there. I'm like, okay, John, we're live in 5, and you're like, I don't care.
No, but Jeff gave me advice, and he said if you take one thing from this conversation, it's don't pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Whereas when I asked Mark told me to rant on something, which is what I tried to do. I tried to rant on the Brewers a little bit. I tried to rant on Zack Snyder. I don't know what ranting is, though. So I'm not good at it. Like, I know that's Mark's thing. Mark, I was on his show. We ranted about Godzilla for a while. I've been on your show, and we were positively geeking about football and drafts and in 1984. I've ruminated with Thomas. I'm not even sure what ruminating is, but he told me we were doing it. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't have a thing.
Well, what's your brand? You're Margin Doodle. So maybe explain that.
So in school, I didn't really pay attention, so I drew in the margins, and that's kind of what the show is supposed to be. It was like me drawing in the margins. There's no point, rhyme, or reason to it. It's just we're going to try to get to the top of the hour somehow.
Well, and I think you've accomplished that because we're 2 minutes away from the top of the hour, and you accomplished nothing. So well done, my friend.
Well, thank you. Who won SummerSlam?
Right now we have Braun Strowman taking on the Fiend.
I like the Fiend.
Yeah, right now Braun Strowman is kicking his butt. But
yeah, Bray Wyatt or Scotty Schumacher or whatever he calls himself is one of the more talented and creative people over there in WWE right now. I enjoy him.
Oh, I agree totally. Yep, you're exactly right. And they're putting on a good match here from what I can see.
Christy was expecting dueling.
Actual doodling.
Yeah.
So why don't you draw a little something for us, John? What the fuck? We got time.
Okay. I'll draw something. You want something or nothing or what
draw
should
a picture of Christy and Jesus and Zach watching your show.
I can't draw all that really fast.
Oh, come on. Zach would like Christy to know that he takes checks. To which he said, good. So I guess the check is in the mail. Hopefully there's still mail in America. I don't know.
I'm a male in America.
But do you still get mail in America? I heard your president tried to get rid of it. Go back to the Pony Express or something. Jesus would like you to draw your favorite body part.
Oh, well, I was drawing everybody else. Now I got to erase this.
I want to
draw my favorite body part.
That's what Jesus said, and I would do what Jesus says. What would Jesus do? That's a thing. I saw it on a bumper sticker.
Okay, I'm gonna draw my favorite body part. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. As Mark is running out of ink. So this is an elbow.
I got it. Yep.
Yeah, it's an elbow. It's not an ass. I wouldn't draw an ass for Jesus. That's like my elbow here, right? That's how I draw.
Although
it's really fast.
Jesus sounds like the world's worst church campaign.
So
got to get Jesus more ass.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go and watch Lovecraft Country. Corey, do you have anything that you'd like to plug? I tried to give you your Power of Positive Geeking some plugs tonight. Is there anything else you have going on, or do you want to just plug the shit out of that?
Well, I sure enjoy that show, the Power of Positive Geeking. So does Zach, which was great to hear, and the lovely Christy, who I'm hoping will come on and do another show. I love
Chrissy, this is a call to action. Corey needs guests and he needs movies to talk about. So first watch a movie and then wait. I don't think I could say that.
If you're a good Catholic, you can't. I can. Ask for Jesus 777. At least it's not 666. Is my Wi-Fi password. So there you go.
It's a Wi-Fi password.
It is a Wi-Fi, yeah. But no, please continue to beg Christy to get me guests and topics for my show because I've gotten so desperate. I've had you and Jeff on for the second time already.
Yeah, I don't know why you would have me on again.
Peer pressure. And yet, Christy has agreed to do a Christmas show. I'd like to get her on a little bit before. Or, Christy, you know everybody. Maybe talk up your friends and see if they would come on.
Wait. But September's coming up. Isn't there like a Labor Day movie about Christmas or something?
A Labor Day movie about Christmas?
I don't know. I don't watch movies.
Yeah, I know. Jesus like 10 Commandments. We didn't get Jesus to come on.
You know what? I got news for you. You and Christy should do The Burbs.
The Burbs? I love The Burbs. That's a great movie.
Yeah.
Joe Dante.
Yeah. That's how I feel you should go, because Christy's a big Tom Hanks fan, a Thanks fan, if you will, and he was in that movie.
He was in that movie, and he's very good in that movie too. So
yeah,
I'm sure we can find any numerous Tom Hanks movies to do because he's excellent in everything.
Can I be honest with you?
Yes.
I miss the guys.
You cut out. I missed what you said there.
I miss the guys.
You miss the guys?
I miss the guys.
I don't know. I miss some of them. I won't say which ones I don't miss.
Yeah, I'm not naming names because I don't want anybody to get upset. Just because I like Mark best, that's not to say anything else.
Yeah.
The others.
Well, I was hoping Jeff would call in here live from Star Wars Celebration. But he is probably so shit-faced right now that he can't even operate his phone. So
Jeff has been drinking since whatever time he parked the car today. So
I've been checking my Twitter because he has those badges whenever he drinks something, and that started at about 9 this morning.
I feel like I just set up one of your Power of Positive Geekings.
And I would be very grateful if Christy would come on and talk about The Burbs because that is a great movie that people don't talk enough about.
And you don't have to wait for a holiday for that one.
That's right. Jeff is definitely shit-faced. You're exactly right, Zach. And Christy also misses the guys. See, we're not good enough. We need Mark. We need Jeff. We need Thomas too.
So Zach, I don't like to comment on how people look. I don't know if he's shit-faced or nice-faced. I don't know if he put on his makeup this morning.
We try not to judge.
Jeff has a face, so it's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's going to do it. We've done the hour. Thomas is texting me right now, telling me I need to get off the station. So,
thank God. Do you want to do the outro, or do you want me?
Thank you, everybody, for joining us for our first episode of March and Doodles. I'm not reading this at all right now off a teleprompter.